Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. Can y'all hear me? At the end of the timer, something weird happened. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me before I start. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, y'all can. Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's get it started. Thank y'all for joining this evening. I appreciate everyone who is here. Welcome to my YouTube and my Facebook family. If you see me talking to someone, they're not in the chat, they're probably on the other platform. So I just wanted to make you all aware of that just in case you're like, who's she talking to? Okay, I try to post the comments as much as I can on screen so you can see it from both platforms. Okay, let's see who we have here so far. Hey, Lolo, only one Lolo with the info. Hey, sis, thank you so much for joining this evening. Hey, Shelly Shell, girl, I was looking for you. Welcome, and y'all forgive my voice. Y'all know my allergies have been like keeping me, in a little chokehold, but that's okay. We're going to continue. Okay. I continue on believing that by his stripes, I'm healed. Okay. Hey, sis. Hey, Humble Me Hype. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hi, PM. Welcome. Good evening. Divine Empress, she said, hey, open in chat. Finally caught a live today. Been on replay game for the past couple of days, it seems. Right. Yeah, you know what? One of the lives was really a premiere. So I really haven't done like a lot of lives. I did one this morning. So we did miss you this morning because I haven't even been live in the mornings, to be honest. Welcome, Cancer 66. Okay, thank you so much. Thank y'all for joining in those number ones. I'm finally seeing. Thank y'all so much. So we're gonna get into it because I know it's the evening time and we want to make sure that we get some rest tonight. But I wanted to talk about a kind of sensitive topic involving a popular YouTube family. Hey, Mama Three, welcome, sis. And I want to thank my sis for sending me this information so I can look further into it. And ironically, my daughter told me that she follows this channel. And this channel is called BeautDee and the Bunch Family. Y'all, they have over 2 million subscribers. They are a beautiful family with 7 children. I was like, good Lord. Look, I feel like I'm struggling with 2. Okay. Baby, when people have over 2 kids, okay, because 2 for my age too, baby, they hit your nerves, okay? And so it takes a special anointing from the Lord, okay? So I take my hat off to anyone with even more than one nowadays, with 7 children, okay? And they are beautiful, beautiful children. I was looking at some of their videos and I've fallen in love, y'all, with the little baby. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm going to let them have the babies. But it is just such an awesome family to watch if you have not watched them. And I love their authenticity and how, they will invite you into their home and show you. Oh, I just got a message. I'm sorry. And show you real life, what it is like to get up and get ready with that many children, their routines. She doesn't, the mom, she does not shy away from even fussing at her children online. I was like, no, I didn't want to see one of them cry. But she was like, hey, this is real. This is our real family. And Humble Me said, never heard of them. I always learn something over here. Oh, thank you, sis. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So me too. Okay, me too. And they're a very popular family. And I love that my daughter watches them because she watches a lot of the Ryan and Google Gaga. They still, because Google Gaga was popular too, and they still are. I remember though, the days when I used to comb my daughter's hair and we would sit there and watch. They were younger back then. But see, as my children get older, I don't sit and watch shows with them as much, which I should because it's a lot happening on these shows. But yeah, Google Gaga has grown up. The last time I saw him, I'm like, man, okay, I didn't know he was a big boy now. They seem very pure. I don't watch often, but I do catch them sometimes. Okay, good. Yeah, they do. They do. And so recently, y'all, when you put your children in front of the camera, it's a good thing to do that. Okay. You can have a variety of content. And then also, that's another working income. She shared that on this video. I don't know if I caught that part in just a little snippet that I caught or that I recorded, I should say, that we're going to react to tonight. However, if you go and watch the full video, she talks about how YouTube provides an extra income, for their family so that she can be a stay-at-home mom. And so I respect her for that. Lolo said, humble, yes, such a wonderful family. I've been watching them for years. Yes, yes. And so when you place your children in front of the camera, what also comes with that is sometimes criticism. And then we'll even see in her sharing her story tonight that there could be potential jealousy, okay, and envy of the success of your family, that people will stoop to levels, okay, low levels, to try to hurt your family. And my thing is what we're about to hear tonight. Like I said, sensitive topic, possible trigger warning. But I wanted to bring this out to bring awareness. Now, with other videos, y'all have probably already heard my thoughts on CPS. Okay. I have seen over the years. Now, I'm not going to take away that yes, CPS is needed. And there are some CPS workers that take their job seriously, but I believe that they're severely overworked, short staffed, and a lot of cases get through the crack, unfortunately. I'll definitely be checking them out. Yes, y'all, please check them out. All these years they had no problem like this, and now all of a sudden this happens. Yes, okay. It's amazing how when you start getting to a certain level, I know we want to be celebrities and so forth, but that comes with the price. Okay. Hi, is it Desiree? Thank you for joining. She said this sounds like Queen of Kings. They had CPS called on them and someone put in jail. Yeah. And you know what? Ironically, too, they also just recently hit the over 1 million subscribers. So different things come with that. Different things come with that. Thank you, Humble Me Hype. When you are in the forefront, okay? And after all of this time, they've been, like Lolo just said, doing some great things and so forth. So they have built a following. Well, whew, y'all, I was in my feels all over the place when I saw this video. Because like I said, Divine Empress said, I love the way the mom handles haters, not in a toxic way, but with love in a sense. Yes, I love that. I love that. She's not all popping off, going off and so forth. Um, and so CPS, because they're sometimes overworked, overstaffed, they get to certain cases and certain cases go through the crack. Now, the problem that I have is sometimes it seems as though CPS will really look into and harass some families that aren't doing anything. Okay, that our children are well taken care of, and so forth. And then some of the families where that there is some abuse happening, neglect happening. Okay, and we have heard after something has happened to the child that CPS had visited that home over 10 times. How did it get there? If you had visited the home over 10 times, how did it get to a child losing their life? But yet you'll spend time coming to a family that they're, I mean, well known on video, showing a lot of different things. And yes, I know that there is a protocol where they do have to check things out, right? But y'all, this to this extent that someone called CPS on this family was shocking. And I know that that hurt their heart to even have to deal with this situation. And the children have to then be exposed to certain things because hi, I am welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. Anytime you get it, hey, dreamy girl, look, I almost missed your name. Thank you for joining, sis. Because the chat is scrolling, so I'm trying not to miss anyone. But mods, if y'all can welcome if I miss someone. Hey, Brittany, thank you for joining, sis. Um, but what can happen is when CPS is called, then that goes into a record, okay? Being open and things of that sort. And it's really, really horrific to expose children to certain things that they're not privy of or ready to talk about and should not really have to talk about, okay? So let me not delay any further. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the video, share my screen, and we'll just kind of talk through this thing.
The card had somebody's name on it, and it said Child and Family Services.
Okay, so let me, I didn't, because like I said, I want y'all to watch the full thing. I don't like copying people's whole videos and things like that. Okay, so before this, she said they had gone out to a concert. And when she got home, she saw a card on her porch. Okay, so this is kind of where it's picking up to leading to this part.
Now I'm really weirded out, like, and obviously that's very scary for a parent. Like, I know I'm not doing anything wrong, y'all, but in the moment, because it was at late at night, I couldn't call the person to see what's going on. So like I was just left wondering, like, why? Like, could it be this? Could it be that? Did I post something wrong? Blah blah blah. In any event, so my mind went racing. I finally get to go to sleep last night. I was like, don't worry about it, girl. You're Gucci because you know you haven't been doing anything wrong. So this morning I wake up and the people in the front gate at my in my community called me and was like, oh, CPS is on his way up. Now you guys, that in itself is so freaking embarrassing because I live in a very like a gated community, a very like, I don't want to say like a respected community, but everyone here, um, like I don't see things going on around here. You don't see police around here. Like, I don't want to be the one black family to come and here go CPS and police and stuff like that. And then they have to tell the front gate who they are. You don't know who those people talk to, who they cool with in the community. So that in itself is very, very embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, y'all, I totally agree with that. Okay, imagine you live in a gated community, you don't know what's going on, and you come and people are calling you and saying, hi, we have a visitor. It's called Beauty and the Bunch Family. Because one of the mods put their page name in the chat, please, if y'all don't mind, or share their channel. Imagine they're calling you. Okay, you're in this gated community, and the rep is calling, your security guard is calling you, saying, "Hi, we have someone that is waiting for you and would like to come up there to your home." And you're like, "Who is that?" Because I don't got invite anyone over here. Oh, they're saying that they're with CPS. Y'all, I probably would have fell out. Okay. That is, for one, a scary thing anytime CPS is trying to come to your home. And then that is embarrassing. Okay. Y'all know that certain neighborhoods and so forth, they look, although it's not right, with sometimes stereotypes and profiling and things like that can happen. I know that that is something that ran through her head. Like, we don't want, nothing going on over here, no crime hardly. And now they're gonna be saying, "Oh Lord, they bringing the CPS into the neighborhood." I understood what she meant. Okay, that is so embarrassing. Queen Dree said she's a great mother from what I see when I do watch her. Yes, yes. Very great mother with some good patience. Okay. It's well, it's spelled differently. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Because it's like Butte and then D. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to drop it into the chat for those of you that would like to subscribe to their channel. Okay, there it is. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lolo. Oh, no, you're fine, Queen. You're fine, sis. I just want to make sure everyone got it. No, you're good. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, so that is embarrassing. Okay, that is very embarrassing, and I understood what she was saying during this part.
So the CPS comes here, he comes to the door, and the first thing I asked him was like, "Can I please record this before I even know what's going on?" I'm like, "Can I record this?" He's like, "No, you can't." I'm like, "Why? You at my front door. You came to my house. Why can I not record?" He's like, "You cannot record this." So I'm like, "Okay, I can't record it." So he starts telling me the allegations, y'all, and I gagged. And by the way, if you see like my energy right now, y'all, I know normally I would be so like so upset or be like, why would anyone and come on here and do a very passionate, because I speak passionately, do a very passionate story time and all of that about this. But honestly, I'm just so drained, and I'm drained. The guy comes in, the allegations. He starts telling me, okay, so we got a call. It's from an anonymous person. And the first thing he says is, okay, so where's Jalen? And I'm like, is Jalen here? I'm like, yeah. He's like, can you call the police? So I called, can you call her? I called Jalen. It's like, okay, so we were told that Jalen is being left um, home alone or being left with kids, like basically to raise my kids.
Okay, so that was one allegation. Okay, so the CPS received a call saying that their daughter was at home pretty much taking care of other kids. And like I said, y'all know she has 7 children. And so if someone knows about that, that will be to them like, oh my gosh, where are the parents? So I want y'all to pay attention to this because CPS will not tell you who called on you. That's confidential information. However, certain things that they say, like in the allegations and so forth, sometimes gives people a clue. Okay, so that was allegation number one.
And he's stressed out with children while me and my husband are boozing it up and smoking. And Jalen is just so stressed out here at home because, yeah, she has to raise these kids while we're gone drinking and, whatever the case may be. That was allegation number one. Okay. So, allegation number two, oh, yeah, that, like I said, they also said that we're drinking and smoking around all these kids. Like, so he was asking us questions like, are you guys on drugs other than marijuana? Do y'all do hardcore drugs? Or they were explaining to my kids what abuse looks like, basically. Like, if they hit you repeatedly to where it harms you or bruises you really hard, or if the regular things that you guys know of as abuse, or starve them or things like that.
So they pretty much, before they kind of start asking the children questions, they kind of explain to them what certain things are. And oh my gosh, like that part too is exposing them to certain things. Hey, Brantley's, hey sis, thank you for joining. It exposes them to certain things because they have to explain what they mean to the children first, and then they have to ask questions. Okay, so that's one reason why they had to explain that part.
And the third allegation, y'all had my mouth like wide open. Okay, it had my mouth wide open. They were like, and also, Jalen, they were like, apparently Jalen is being the M word SA'd by her dad. Like my mouth was like,
So that's the third one. So it was leaving the baby Jalen home with the other kids. Are their kids being abused? Or do they have enough food? And this third allegation, y'all, that crushed my heart. That the daughter was being essayed by her father. Okay, so when someone did the report, they put that in the report, and so now, oh y'all, that was a shocker. That really was a shocker.
for you to take jealousy and envy and take it to that level. Like my mind cannot even wrap around a person that is that miserable in their lives, that is that unhappy. I don't understand why. I don't know for the life. First of all, I understand that this is the internet thing, which is why I'm so like, I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit more at peace than what for my liking. I'm weirded out by myself and how I'm like just so like, I don't know. I feel like I'm still trying to process it. I'm still trying to process it. So I'm not feeling like I don't know like I can't even explain it. I'm in this weird headspace, and then I'm also in this weird headspace because my husband is like, "Oh my gosh, this is what social media brings. I don't want. I didn't know that this is what it came with. Like I'm hating this for my kids. The fact that Jalen has to be like questioned about that against her dad to put that in her mind is insane.
And so now, that does bring a fear, and a precaution as to, wow, we're on social media with our family. Yes, Lo, those are very serious allegations. Okay. And now, her father is like, men handle things differently also, but to have that brought up against you with your own daughter, and if you know that this is not true, y'all, that is heartbreaking. And so, yes, very horrible. Cancer 66 said, open book, there's actually a lady who trolls her and says horrible things about her son who has Down syndrome. Yes, she does have a son he's so handsome too. Uh, Renee finally had to block her, but I used to see her in the comments saying terrible things. And y'all, everyone's not going to be happy for you. Okay, as God elevates you in new doors, and He grows your channels, and you're writing books, and you're doing all of these things. Hi, Felipe. Thank you for joining. I know them and watch them too. Open. Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Yes. They have 7 kids. Yeah. I'm glad that she blocked her. Then it brings in a variety of spirits. Okay. People that watch you. And like I put on my community wall the other day, you have 2 groups of people, okay? Typically 2 groups. I'll say this typically. You have people who are supporters, and you have people who are spectators. Those people watch you for different reasons. No matter what, be great on purpose, okay? Now with that uh will come the negativity. Are you prepared at that level to know how to handle negativity, criticism, negative comments? But now, to me, this takes this to another level, okay? Because now you are involving this lady's children, okay, in something that is so detrimental, okay, to have these type of allegations against her father because of jealousy and envy. Okay. Hi, Miss Josephine. Thank you so much for joining. Good evening. I'm trying to make sure I see everyone as you come in, make sure I don't miss anyone. Yes, Mama Three, very involved dad. He's a great dad, treats them all like his own. Yes, I noticed that when I watched the videos. some of their videos. Brittany said that's not nice to make fun of someone else's kid who has Down syndrome. Some people can be mean and evil. Say it again, Brittany. Okay. I mean, it's a lot of evil people out there that will say harmful things about children, just mean and evil and just harmful things about people's children. Like, kids should be off limits, period. He treats them all like kids, and that's so amazing of him. Right, right. Yes, if y'all would like to support the channel, feel free to send a super chat, super sticker, or you can buy a coffee with that link in the chat. Cancer 66 said, I don't know if you see my comment saying that this family doesn't bother nobody and has never been caught up in social media beef. No, all her kids are well taken care of and loved. Yes, you can tell that too. You can tell that too. Okay, let's continue.
The damage that you think you're doing to me, but doing to children is. I'll never understand why somebody would do that to my kids. Secondly, why do you want my kids has the best life? We're not perfect. We're not perfect, but they fed, they're clothed, they live, they're well off. Like, why would somebody want them like in the system to suffer? And when I think about that, I'm like, what freaking sort of person? Like, who is behind my screen? Like, I'm gonna make sure I ruin everything. Yeah, those kids are living too much of a good life. They're too happy. Let me ruin it. Let me take them. Let me ruin it. For you to try to ruin their lives for the rest of their lives is different. And I pray, and I mean this with everything in my body. May God have mercy on your soul. I don't wish bad on not a single person, but for anybody to think that they can do something this vulgar, this traumatic, this disgusting to children, my kids have to answer these questions like and be like, this is not their life. They don't live this type of life. Like, y'all involving my kids in a life that they're not even really asking for. When all I really wanted to do was share my family. All I really wanted to do was show you guys like everything. I show you guys everything ups and downs, and I enjoy it so much. I enjoy it so.
And you have to understand too, like she said, the person could be trying to get at them, but you're indirectly adding her children into something that is horrible, and that they're now being exposed to certain questions, certain things that you may not have want them to be exposed to so soon. Even at schools, they have to get permission when they have certain classes and give out certain information. They have to get the parents' permission first. So because some people just don't want their kids exposed to certain things just too early on. But it's good to have certain conversations, but this takes it to another level. Hi, Bless 54. She's a good mother. The CPS are messing with the wrong people. Queen of Kings, the one CPS needs to stay on. Well, Bless 54, I think they are staying on her. Okay. That was one of the things. And actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to go into something that was shared about that on one of her lives recently, where we were trying to gaslight everyone, saying that, people are calling like CPS. But I recall that a person said to call CPS, was telling the viewers to call CPS. So you can't tell people to call CPS and then get upset when they do. So we have to watch kind of the things that we tell people in over the screen. Because, like she said, you don't know who's sitting behind these screens. Okay, you really don't know. It's some weird people. It's some stalking, crazy, evil, mean people that are sitting behind these computers. Hi, Steph. Welcome. Thank you for joining, that are doing crazy things. And I like how she said that she's going to pray for that person. Okay. Because that's sick to want to do that and bring her children into some drama like this.
Much. I love it. And I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I know sometimes like some of my videos can rub a lot of you guys wrong. That's fine. Not everyone's gonna like me. But to take it to this measures to find my address. This is the second time, by the way. The first time the cops was on the way. Oh, and speaking about that, the first time the cops was on the way, they called the cops because JC y'all know the deal with JC and when he kicked the baby, they're both babies. CPS was like the CPS told me that they were notified about that too, but they didn't come out because they didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. So they just wrote it, they jotted it down, and didn't even try to come out.
Okay, so I have a question because some of you may follow this family more often than I do. Hi, Miss Floria. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Y'all make sure you hit the like button and share if you would like to share it on your channels. Now, those of you who watch, I'm curious to know that incident that she just spoke of, was that on a live? Did that happen on a live or did she show a video of that incident? Because that could also be a clue as to whether it's someone she knows or if it's someone here on social media. Because if that's something that maybe she shared with someone that wasn't, on social media, but behind the scenes, like a family or friends, then that could be another clue. Now, if that was recorded by chance, maybe it just happened while she was on a live or she was doing a video and it accidentally happened, then someone could have seen it and then, it still would make that a little harder to determine who actually called. So I don't know. Okay, Miss Floria said it was on a live. Okay, got you. Thank you for clarifying that. Welcome, Zandy. Thank you so much for joining. Steph said, I honestly don't know, but she shows a lot of her life, so it could have been on a live video. Okay. And I think that Miss Floria said it was on a live. All right. So, yeah, that makes it a little harder because I was going to say if that was an incident that um, she shared with just, people, family, or close friends, then that could have given a clue because how would someone behind the cameras, I miss you too, know that. But if it was on a live, and they have to understand, like she just said, she has babies, two babies, and she was in one of her videos. If you go and look on her channel, she was getting them both dressed at the same time. It was cute, but baby, she has some great patience. Okay, because one is moving. This one, I noticed she was trying to keep her son, her other son, that's not the baby, but next to the baby. I'm still learning their names, from kicking him and rolling into the baby. He's not doing it on purpose, but it's like he's active. And so she did a great job at trying to make sure he doesn't roll over and kick and get them both dressed in white. Okay, at that. So to put white on children, woo, and they keep it clean. That was funny. Okay, so you saw it too. I'll give my hat off to her. She knows how to multitask and keep it going. Because when you have that many children, you do have to know how to keep the things organized, how to have patterns, routines. Because look, at any moment, okay, we got to all get somewhere. Lots of work, but they did good. Yeah, they did. They did. What age ranges are the children? Oh, Lo, do you know the age ranges? I know she has a baby. I don't know how old the oldest is, but I believe the oldest is a teenager. Like I said, I'm a new subby, y'all. I'm still learning. I went through some of their videos and watched their family and was reading up on some things. And when I saw this story, I wanted to bring awareness to be careful with this type of thing that's happening on social media. I mean, people are taking things to the next level. You will be surprised at the length that people will go, okay, out of jealousy, spite, envy, all of that.
The police did come out, however, so they have like everything there. Like they have everything there. Um, to satisfy them by stop doing my videos, stop making an income. And it's not even about the income. I feel like if you really my supporter, you can genuinely see that me and my kids has a relationship and we do this whether you were looking or not, whether you guys were seeing or not. This is who we are. I'm not one of any, and I don't down anyone for it, but I'm not one of those pages that shares fake things. I share the real life. I'm a real mom of 7 kids. I have ups and downs and everything. I have ups and downs and things that happen in my life too. But this is crazy. May God have mercy on your soul. Karma is so real. Whatever happens in the dark will come to light. So regardless if we find out who you are or not, if I happen to take any measures further than that, I don't know. And even if I don't find out who you are, or the police or the cops don't find out who you are, the universe will and is. We can tell what type of life you're living already because of the type of things you're doing. The unhappiness is real, the jealousy is real, the envy is real, the hate is real. Get that up out of you. Get that up out of you.
I love the way she said that too. I love her accent. But yes, it's real. Okay, it is real. Hey Rebecca, thank you for joining, sis. Okay, Cancer 66, thank you. She said her kids' ages are 16, 15, 13, 10, 7, 2. And I think the baby is either 4 to 5 months. Lord have mercy. Okay. Woo, man, that y'all, those teenagers and then babies, because that's two different extremes right there. But I loved her accent when she said, "Get that out of you." Okay, that is so true. We do not have to be hateful and mean, okay, towards people. We can rejoice when other people are being blessed, okay? Because guess what? Your blessing is coming. But when you have jealousy, envy for others, trying to, do mean things to others, that comes back on you too. It may not come immediately, but it will come. And we have to be careful on the things that we put out there and the things that we do to others. Because as we learn as children, what goes around comes around. And like she said, although she may not directly know right now who is doing these mean things to her, it will eventually be revealed. And one person who does know is God. Okay. So if anything, be careful because of that. Uh, thank you. I was asking because I wanted to see if they are at ages where they can help out. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they help out. I know, I know. I would be asking, telling, can y'all come get a diaper? Change one.
That's not gonna help you. You will never get here. You will never get wherever you think you're gonna get like this. This is not how it's done. This is not how it's done, babe. This is not how it's done. To try to break another family down to do. I haven't even done anything to you personally. I don't even know who you are. It's insane. It's crazy. I can't believe this is what my life has come to. I'm literally have somebody at the door asking my daughter if her dad has been molesting her, and she has to fully explain and be so shocked and traumatized as to even having that in her head. The thought of it, the thought of her having to like imagine like what? Get that hate up out of you. All in all, they didn't find anything. They're closing the case. He's not going to open any case. Um, he says he's not worried about anything, and that they just have to come out here when they get a call. The call is anonymous. There's nothing they can do about it. I was like, so what happens like if people keep making these false allegations because it's getting bad? SA?
Well, that's a praise report, okay, that they closed that case and they said that they're not going to have to do anything. Hey, Raw Truth. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with comments too. Rachu said, "That's my girl Renee. This is the second time they call CPS on her. She's a great mom." Oh, that's the second time. Oh yeah, yeah. You're right, Rachu, because she just mentioned about when the baby kicked the other baby. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cancer 66 said, "You're welcome, humble. All the kids help out as far as doing chores, and they even do family cooking videos. They're real hands on with all of their kids. I love it. I love it."
Assault? It's crazy. How does people just get away with making these random calls and it's like okay? But yeah, he said they were anonymous. They calling and they said even if they did, they didn't even give their name. They don't leave their name or their number. So Yeah, it's just the person that is really, 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 really jealous of me. So I can't imagine what it's like for my husband to be accused of such of something so horrible, because especially what's going on in this life, like that's not a joke. I can't imagine that feeling. I can't, like, I don't know. I just thought about it in the second that I didn't really put myself in his shoes, and the fact that he has to explain and prove that he's not touching on his kid as a man who's such an amazing father. It has to be really hard for him. So you guys keep him in your prayers too, because he's not really saying much because he's a man. But I know when he's quiet like this, that something is bothering him. So he's just really quiet, y'all. He have
So, yes, the men process things differently. She did say that it was an anonymous caller, and they do have to still check out calls that they get. So the good part is they didn't find anything, but like her husband is going to have to process that. That's a hard hit. And although, he's innocent, uh, then according, to their investigations and things like that, and talking to them, they found that there was no reason to go forward with this. That's still harsh that someone even put them through that, to go to that extent.
haven't said anything. I was talking to this guy, I was proving everything, but he was just mainly really, really quiet and taken back. I'm sure it's really, really, really hard for him. I feel like what's even more sad is the fact that there are children out here. This is very triggering for people who really is getting, you know, and there are children out here who's dealing with this in real life. This is taking away from people's jobs, like it's taking away from something real that's happening. These people can go be, they could be looking for anything else. They could be, this time could be filled with going to go save somebody's life who needs it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the worst thing. It's just so sad. It's so sad when you think about it in that way, because if they want to show up for situations like this, oh, they'll show up when nothing really is wrong. But when people is calling back to back and they showing real evidence of this and that, they may or may not even show up. They may not admit that they don't take it seriously. They don't believe in all of this and stuff like that. It's just really, really
And that is so true, y'all. That's what I was saying earlier on. Because when you make these false calls, it takes away from the social worker's time to deal with the real calls. Rodrigue just said that the only thing I don't like about her, she puts her business on social media. Every little detail, everything ain't for social media, but she loves the camera. And sometimes you do, want to, and of course we can't tell people what to put out there, but I know sometimes just to kind of have a balance of um, what you put and what not to put. But some people also love the authenticity and how they probably can relate to some of the things that the family does. We do know that there are some content creators that do put every little thing out there because I think they start feeling like, this is our family, y'all are our supporters, and they're just trying to keep you in the know, but that does come with a cost. It does, when it comes to things like this, because you have people out there that have wrong motives and that do evil things. And so, yeah, I get it. A while back, her husband had to check her one time and told her to put the phone down sometimes and attend to him and the kids. Lord have mercy. Oh. Her husband and the kids don't like it, but she shows the camera in their face all the time. Wow. So yeah, that's the balance part. That's the balance part of having, your kids on there. I try to put my kids on lives and things when they are ready and feel up to it, because mommy also is there. I may not be on the camera, but I'm back there and I'm the moderator and I'm watching, and certain things I tell them, if we have to cut it off, okay? Because you have to be careful with your children, protective of them. Although we're trying to, get them out there and make content and things of that sort, you still have to cover and shield them from some evil people, and just stay prayed up for sure. Um, yes, okay.
sad that when we all know that nothing is really happening to these kids, but yet time is taken from the cops and CPS. to come deal with something that's not even real. We have real victims. And lastly, I just want to say before I go, I pray that God protects me and my kids. Um, and a lot of you people out there, I just found out that they did to a couple of other creators too. So I pray for me and my family and that God would cover us in the name of Jesus.
Yes.
Because the fact that it's possible that people can go down for something that's not even true or real is crazy and scary on its own. So I just want to say that I pray that God protects my kids while they're with me at school, not around me, with me, just my family. That they would. I've had so many things happen in my life, so many unfortunate things, and because of the unfortunate things that has happened to me, I have protected my kids with my life. I haven't. Me and my husband has given my kids everything. I quit jobs so I can be at home with my kids. The job I do today, the social media, is for my kids, so I can be here with my kids, build with my kids, be present with my kids because I had no parents. It all comes from something and somewhere. I take so much pride in what I do as a parent. I make mistakes, Sometimes I may speak like, and I have attitudes here and there, but like my kids are my everything. They're all I have, and I pray that God protects me and them, and that I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Please stay away from my family. Stay away from my family. Leave my family alone. Anyways, besides all that, I just want to say thanks to everyone else for the love and the support that you have given me.
Yes. So, and I'm glad that she shared a little of that at the end, because sometimes that gives a reason why someone does certain things. She shared that she didn't have her mom. She's trying to be the best mom out there, for her children. And if that means, making money, her channel success, then that probably is her driving force. And obviously, they've done a great job to get over 2 million subscribers. Okay, that takes some work. Okay, that takes some work, some dedication, some creativity to build your channel like that. Um, Hi, Healing Hearts. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining this evening. Even though I love her and her family, no doubt, but money has changed her in some ways, good or more so bad. Okay, Raw. Well, so far, I mean, the things that I've seen so far, I love, but like I said, I'm going to continue to follow, and because like she said, she's not perfect. She's um growing, and everyone has some growing to do, especially when it comes to social media, about learning. And even through this experience, maybe she will learn how to have some balance, and maybe some of the things that she's sharing, oversharing sometimes certain things and so forth, because people are watching when you hit that live. They're paying attention to everything from what you got on to the background to the kids, every little thing, what's hanging on your wall, what kind of books you got on the shelf. Okay, they notice everything. Okay, the Brantley said, I don't want money to ever change me. Right, right, exactly. It can change you for the good, and it can change you for the bad. It really magnifies who you really are when you start getting more and more money. Brantley said, oh, Rachu said, Brantley, yes, money has changed her. She was having issues with her two sisters on Juneteenth a few weeks ago. Her and her sisters were close, but she came on the internet with her family issue. Wow. Okay. Uh, Rebecca, oh, she is the mom, Renee, they're a popular YouTube family called BeautDee, and it's BeautDee. It's spelled differently, and the Bunch family. Did y'all drop the link again? One of the mods, if y'all don't mind, if anyone would like to subscribe to their channel. Y'all will probably, love the variety of content they have. Cancer 66 said her mom passed away from cancer when she was 15. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hi, Stumpy. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, Healing Hearts. That's what she wanted to know. Okay. She didn't know who called on her. And so usually, CPS is going to keep that information confidential. But certain things that are stated, you can kind of get some clues as to who called. But they're supposed to not share that information with you to protect, when people do call and report, they're trying to protect them as well. But some people, I will say this, some people will abuse uh, their rights to call CPS. They will make false allegations and charges and use that as a weapon without anything being true. So you do have people out here that do that, y'all. Hi, Kay Brown. Welcome, sis. Thank you for joining. Brantley said, I don't need no more toxic channels. I don't think their channel would be toxic. I mean, I was going through their videos and things. I didn't see anything toxic. Okay, so they're more well known on Facebook. Okay, great. Thank you, Dreamy Girl. It's the link is in the chat, y'all. If you would like to subscribe to their channel or check them out. They're also being on Facebook and IG. She has 1.7 million followers on Facebook. Okay, Facebook. Wow, that is awesome. So yeah, they're doing something right. Okay, growing these channels. It takes a lot, y'all, to get to that number. And congratulations to them and much success, to their family. And y'all, I hope that we just keep them lifted in prayer, keep us lifted in prayer. If you have a channel, that God will just protect you from anything evil and things of this sort for it to get to this level. Uh, she has a beautiful family, and I pray that they continue to do great things for their family and for their channel. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to share that. I saw that my sis sent that to me, and I'm like, let me look into this because I mean, who would do something like that? Like that's horrible. So I guess one day she may find out and she may not, but hopefully that person will leave them alone. But y'all, that's all that I have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you to all of the moderators. Thank you to all of the members. I love you all and thank you all for joining and being a part of tonight's live. Have a blessed night. Thank you so much. Bye bye. You're welcome, Cancer 66. Thank you, Queen. Good night.